This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
Well, if you have political signs still up, today is the final day to take them down. Yes. Arrests are made after one downtown motel is investigated after questions over health concerns. Plus, we get a check on your weather to see what we can expect today and throughout the week. Those stories top your news right now, 6:31. Hop, hop, wakey, wakey. It is Thursday.
Friday, Junior.
Good morning. I'm John Potter. Happy Friday for tomorrow. Early celebration.
I'm Andy, and we're going to tune in right now to Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, John and Andy. Happy Thursday to you. Looking for an okay day today. A few leftover showers out there throughout the day today, mainly up in the mountains, but our temperatures will still be in the mid-50s by this afternoon. Traffic looks okay. We do have one accident out there, I-80 at Mogul, motorist assist actually, and then also I-580 southbound. Looks like as you go through the Washoe Valley there, an accident with injuries, so look out for that. And the roads are wet. We've had some light rain overnight, so roads are slick out there. As far as the mountains go, I-80 open with no controls, looking pretty good. Mount Rose Highway has some up, and way down to the south, Highway 88 and 89. Out there right now, very mild. We're at 44 degrees. Usually we are in the 20s and 30s for our overnight lows, so very mild out there. 45 in Lovelock, 46 in Fallon, and no fog really to speak of. That fog has burned off from the Carson Valley out toward Lovelock and Fernley as well. Susanville, however, a little bit of fog still hanging on. Precipitation-wise, check this out. So far this month, we've had almost 0.7 inches of rain, 7/10 of an inch just about. So very good. That's just about our monthly average almost in just about 3 or 4 days. So much needed precipitation over the past few days. The storm system will continue to move out of here throughout the day today. So just a few leftover showers for us. It's kind of what we're seeing right now just south of Susanville. Got a little band there setting up. Also up around Lake Tahoe, the West Shore, a few light showers. So your weather today at the bus stop, 8 o'clock, looking pretty good. We'll see temperatures in the mid-40s, and we'll have a high today right around 56 degrees with partly cloudy skies by this afternoon. More on your weather, including the weekend forecast in just a few minutes. Andy and John, back to you.
Yeah, it looks good for Friday.
Definitely.
Thank you. Well, this morning, it was not a quiet night. Sparks police are investigating a string of home burglaries. We're going to start with this, and these happened earlier this week.
And police right now are following up on leads, but they're still asking for your help. They say witnesses have seen 2 young Hispanic men going into people's yards, pulling screens off the windows in order to break into the homes. Now, if you've seen anything, please call the Sparks Police at 353-2231 or Secret Witness at 322-4900. Police right now recommending you put extra security on your windows, use something like a bar or a dowel.
Well, new this morning, an armed robbery occurred late last night at a hotel. This was in Lyon County. Deputies were called to the Comfort Inn and Suites in Fernley just before 10 o'clock after a man robbed a clerk at the front desk using a semi-automatic handgun right about there. The suspect, described as being 5'8" tall with a medium build, he was last seen wearing a University of Nevada sweatshirt, dark pants, and a white mask heading toward I-80. If you know anything about this case, Lyon County Sheriff's Office number to call 577-5023 or Secret Witness 322-4900.
And Reno police are looking for this man wanted for stealing money from ATMs in North and South Reno. There he is. Police say the suspect has been caught on the ATM cameras, and they believe that he's been doing this in Northern California as well. He's a white man in his 30s or 40s with a thin build and long brown hair, although that may be a wig. Now, if you know who he is, please call Secret Witness at 322-4900 or text your tip to 847-411.
5 people are in custody this morning after a checkup at downtown's Lake Mill Lodge. The City of Reno's Community Safety and Services team conducted an in-depth inspection at the downtown motel to check on the safety and cleanliness there. Of the over 100 rooms, folks, only 5 cleared the inspection. And that's not all. Reno police identified and arrested 5 people there who had outstanding warrants.
And this morning, we also have an update for you on the search for 3 wanted men and their involvement in a Central California casino. Marshals announced another one of the men, Timothy Taffout, surrendered to authorities in California. Now, Brian Achenbach, he turned himself in on November 20th, but this guy, marshals are still looking for him, 35-year-old David Dixon. If you know where he is, call the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force at 686-5780.
Well, believe it or not, we have Campaign 2014 news. We have a new city council member who's filling the Reno City Council at-large seat vacated by Mayor Hillary Sheevy. Last night, members unanimously selected David Bob Zine to fill the position. He was selected after the council interview. The 6 finalists is the last part of the selection process. Bob Zien, there he is, had to resign his state's assembly seat in order to take the new office, and we'll keep you updated on the process of filling his seat for Washoe County District 24.
And the Nevada Department of Transportation is reminding you that today is the last day to remove those political signs near state roads. State law requires signs within 600 feet of the state roads to be removed within 30 days of the general election. That means today is your last day to do that. NDOT says they don't want the old signs to interfere with road safety.
Hear, hear. Cone Zone News this morning. The RTC is inviting you to attend an open house tonight to discuss changes to the intersection of North Virginia Street and North Buchanan Boulevard. The RTC plans to widen the intersection, add turn lanes, and replace the traffic signal. The work expected to start this upcoming spring. Take a look if you'd like to learn more. The meeting is tonight at the Joe Crowley Student Union at UNR campus. 3rd floor, starts at 6. Hey, if you ever lived in if you've been here for some time, you know that Virginia Lake, okay, not exactly the cleanest body of water. I know the geese don't care, but we do.
But that's why the city of Reno does want to hear from you now on what they should do to take care of the problem. They want to fix it. Landon is live at the lake this morning with a look at 4 proposals right now. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Hey, Landon.
Yeah, Andy, you mentioned the 4 proposals. The first is actually the removal of the island that you see behind me this morning. It's the main source of phosphorus for the water. Phosphorus is never a good thing for any lake. But the city was going to actually remove it, but their plan didn't come without some criticism.
There were some concerns about the island being removed because there are some wonderful birds that nest there. So if we were to remove that island, they would be homeless.
Yeah, earlier in the fall, the city estimated that removing the island would cost them about $64,000. The island, like I mentioned, is still considered the main source of phosphorus, which contributed to the algae bloom a few months ago. That bloom caused a large die-out in the waterfowl. Now, originally, the city was going to take out the island and install a circulation system, but now they're turning it over to the city council to make that final decision. And in order to make that decision, they want to hear from you.
The Virginia Lake has been a jewel for many, many years. So it's actually everyone's lake in the community. So it's really important that we get the broad perspective.
Yeah, they're holding a meeting tonight at the Peppermill inside the Tuscany Ballroom from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock, so you can come on out and voice your opinion on what you think should be done here at Virginia Lake. Back out here live, you see the island there behind me. Say, for example, if they ended up deciding to either reduce the size of the island or taking it all out, that would happen sometime in 2015. The Reno City Council is expected to make their decision coming up in January. John and Andy.
Landon, question now. The birds, of course, will be affected if the island is removed. Are we hearing from animal rights activists?
You know, there are some concerns, like we mentioned, about the birds, especially on the animal rights activist front. But on the same page is that one of the plans is also calling to create more habitat for the birds in and around the Virginia Lake area. So that's making both parties happy if they decide to go with that option.
All right, good to know. Thank you, Landon.
But the birds have such an attitude. I'm sorry. You know, that lake was created in 1937.
No, I didn't know that. Wow, it's been around for a while.
Yes, I